This video is scheduled to release at the exact same time the 2025 Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade starts, so hopefully there are not any incidents this year. If, like most normal Americans, you watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade on Thanksgiving, you know how important it is to keep the tradition of having balloons.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for our national anthem.
And there's just a lot of fun that comes with that. But did you know there have been multiple near-fatal incidents that have happened in different Macy's Thanksgiving Day parades, all because of the curse of these balloons? In this video, we're looking at the top 5 worst Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade fails of all time. Starting off at number 5 is the 1993 Macy's Parade, in which it was the first appearance of the Sonic balloon, and he was a pretty new character at the time. His game came out only 2 years prior in 1991, and this was his first appearance in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, and it was a fail because the Sonic balloon hit a lamppost and fell on a police officer and a kid who were both injured but did recover. I guess you could say Sonic just got a little nervous at his first parade appearance because he totally blew it. Get it? Blew it because he's a balloon. Coming in at number 4 is the 2005 Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, in which the red and yellow M&M balloon got tangled up in this lamppost at Times Square, with it actually pulling on the lamppost in a way that made it crash down into the crowd. And these two sisters actually got hit by falling debris and had to go to the hospital. Luckily, their injuries were minor and they did survive, which you might notice a reoccurring theme in this video where audience members have plot armor. As a matter of fact, after this fail, Macy's started having their workers do some tether training. That way they knew how to properly handle the balloons as best as possible, and they even added some more wind spotters to the route. It's crazy they didn't think about this until 2005, because there were some previous times I'm about to mention where it could have been useful. Coming in at number 3 is the 1932 Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, and if you don't know, way back in the early days of this parade, they would actually just release the balloons into the air once the parade was over. And also, just as a point of reference, this parade was not televised. There's no recording of this, only newspaper reportings. So who knows how accurate this actually is. But supposedly there was an airplane flying in the sky nearby at the time. I bet you can see where this is going. And the ropes of the Tom Cat balloon got tangled onto the wings of the airplane, which caused the plane to go into a tailspin, and supposedly the pilot, who was a 22-year-old woman, survived. And some people believe that she was trying to either capture the Tomcat balloon or just decapitate it, which I could definitely see that. That would be something very satisfying. Coming in at number 2 is the 1927 Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, where Felix the Cat appeared, and he was the first balloon to be part of a fictional franchise that wasn't specifically just made for this parade. Unfortunately for him, he drifted into some electrical wires and caught on fire, which is quite sad because he got tangled up in there and it was just a very slow death. Luckily, no one was injured, at least supposedly. And there actually is some dispute over whether or not this was actually Felix the Cat or just a regular cat balloon. But no doubt about it, it caught on fire according to all of the spectators. But coming in at number 1 is the absolute worst Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade of all time, 1997. So the day of the parade, wind gusts were at over 40 miles an hour, just an absolute recipe for disaster. And the Pink Panther balloon sadly imploded when it collided with this lamppost. Luckily, there were police officers there who were able to cut multiple parts of the balloon to stabilize it, but some of the rubber pieces of it fell off onto the crowd and onto the handlers. Supposedly, one handler was actually knocked unconscious, but the reports have never confirmed it, and the death of the Pink Panther was pretty tragic. But you know whose death wasn't tragic? Barney the dinosaur. I'm sure you all know about this one. The handlers of the Barney balloon were losing control. Barney was then struck by a lamppost, and deservedly so, because Barney is pretty much the devil. And he just had a horrendous death. They kept cutting him open to stabilize him and stuff. But I mean, just imagine being the workers there and seeing Barney's corpse fall on you. That wouldn't just be terrifying, it would be traumatic. And then sadly, the Cat in the Hat balloon got punctured by, you guessed it, another lamppost, and his arm fell off, injuring 4 people. Now luckily, no one died from the events of this day, but a few were injured, and one individual actually suffered a skull fracture and was put in a coma for 24 days. Fortunately, they survived. And there you have it. Those were the 5 worst Macy Thanksgiving Day Parade fails of all time. The moral of the story is always make as many safety precautions you can with this kind of stuff. And watch out for lampposts because they'll get you. Anyways though, thanks for watching and happy Thanksgiving.